I'm Stan Mark, Vice Chair of ClassACT HR73, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to today's Meet Our Bridges webinar entitled The Wings of Hope Global Cooperative, presented by David Weeks. I would now like to introduce David Weeks, founder and executive director of the Wings of Hope Global Cooperative. David has been an educator since 1973 with experience in the elementary, middle, and high school levels. He greatly values promoting student potential and engaging in community service, both locally and globally, as he has conducted workshops in service learning and became a service learning fellow with the Maryland State Board of Education for his public and private school partnership programs. With his passion for helping others, David has received numerous service awards for both local and international projects. As the Director of Global Education and Community Service at the Glenelg Country School, he collaborated with his former students on the Kenya, Ghana, and Guinea projects as part of the Wings of Hope Global Cooperative, which he founded and presently serves as president. He has led student trips to Thailand, Haiti, and Kenya. His extensive travel experience has helped him recognize the need to address resource inequity. David chairs the Build Haiti Foundation Board and serves on 3 other nonprofit boards. Lastly, and everybody should like this, David will be leading a medical safari in Africa in late June 2025 that is open to members of our class and others. David is now all yours.
Thanks, Stan, for that final plug. I appreciate that. Well, welcome everyone. As a Harvard freshman, I witnessed in the spring of 1970 protests of corporate and government resources supporting the Vietnam War. Students on campus were presented with a choice. Are you part of the problem or part of the solution? I realized then the importance of being educated to both the problem and solution to determine one's personal direction. I also learned the value of resources to enable human potential and empower people. After graduating from Harvard, I started my 50-year career as an educator dedicated to empowering youth with my teaching and mentoring. In June 2023, as Stan pointed out, I've retired from my position as the Director of Global Education and Community Service at the pre-K to 12th grade Glenelg Country School in Howard County, Maryland. In that position, I directed my school community to use its resources to support local and international humanitarian causes. After the 2004 tsunami in Thailand and the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, with my school and local community resources, I helped to construct a medical clinic in each of those countries and have exposed students to the beauty and resources needed in those countries, as well as in India. My international humanitarian work has evolved from the mentoring of GCS students and my engagement with parents and educators associated with that community. The Wings of Hope Global Cooperative 501c3 nonprofit, established in the fall of 2023, is a philanthropic platform that serves as an extension of my advocating for a more equitable distribution of resources to empower people to improve their living conditions. On my home page, I've indicated my most urgent need and have made an appeal to global health-minded individuals to join me on a medical mission trip in Kenya in the last 2 weeks of 2025, of June 2025. To assist me in the vision and mission of Wings of Hope, I have gathered a talented, service-oriented, and intercultural board of directors to assist me in supporting international humanitarian projects. I'd like to first introduce you to the Wings of Hope treasurer, Dr. Yu Ann Zheng.
My name is Ann Zheng, and I'm honored to serve as the treasurer of Wings of Hope Global Cooperative. I joined this organization because I was inspired by our founder, Mr. David Weeks, and his dedication to empowering people in underserved communities. I truly believe that by providing critical resources, we can help these people lift themselves out of the current situation and build sustainable futures. I'm very excited to be part of this journey, and be able to make a positive impact.
And Wings of Hope has started its mission to provide resources that will empower people in 5 countries: Ghana, Guinea, Myanmar, Pakistan, and Kenya, all of which have board members culturally associated with them, along with trusted partners supervising the distribution of resources to support the country-specific projects. Board member Ibrahim Anyas Salih supports our work in Ghana, which is my original HR73 ClassACT Bridge project, empowering females with sewing vocational training, which Wings of Hope wants to expand to the industrial arts vocational training in carpentry, plumbing, welding, and electrical work.
Hi, my name is Ibrahim Salih. I am the president of the Salih Self-Development Center of Ababo, Kumasi, Ghana. I am originally from Ghana, and I was inspired by Mr. Weeks back in 2008 when I was given the opportunity and I was enrolled in high school in Maryland, Gulf Country School. At that time, Mr. Weeks was a teacher at Gulf Country School, and so we met, and Mr. Weeks asked me what do I want to do in the future when I graduated from college. And I told him I want to help the people in my community. And so from that point, Mr. Weeks supported me to establish the Salih Self-Development Center. And the purpose of this foundation is to distribute resources to meet the community need and also provide health education and vocational training for disadvantaged children in my community. And so for the past 14 years, we were able to establish the Sewing Center, we're currently accommodating 14 kids learning the skill, but we also have previously have about 30 kids graduated from the program where they went to their various ways and have their own shops and working to create opportunity for their families. And so with this result, we hope to expand the organization into different various type of training skill. And so my hope is that working with Wings of Hope Global, we can achieve this in the future. And I am forever grateful for all the support and help that Wings of Hope have helped this foundation come to this far. Thank you.
Our Ghanaian board member, Nakita, is the mother of Asia, a former GCS student I taught and mentored in her project to install a village well in Guinea. We are in the process of installing another well in the village of Mangada and eventually construct a medical clinic there. Here's Na's video of her engagement in Wings of Hope.
I joined Wings of Hope Global Cooperative because I believe in the power of community and the impact we can have by helping others. Wings of Hope is dedicated to providing essential resources to impoverished communities worldwide, from clean water to healthcare, from education to economic empowerment. For me, it's about just more than donating. It's actively being part of a solution that changes lives. I am helping build a better, more equitable world, and I'm proud to stand alongside others who share the same vision.
Our Burmese board member, Kin Rupa Mung, she's the mother of 3 of my former students, has actively worked to support the medical needs of Burmese amputees and others in need of medical attention in Myanmar's civil strife. So she does not have she is not doing her audio herself, but I do want to, she did send us a text which is really important for us to share with you as well.
I'm a medical doctor, graduated in Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, and trained in the USA. Since the 2021 attempted coup in my home country, I've been helping support the health care of people affected by the military junta's atrocities in Myanmar. I've known Mr. Weeks for over a decade and helped him in some of his projects. I love his enthusiasm and his work helping those in need in different countries. It is an honor working with him to help those in need, including the people of Myanmar, especially because Wings of Hope is one of the very few nonprofit organizations providing health and educational support of Myanmar people, regardless of their race or religion.
Our Pakistani board member, Suleiman Malik, has been working on our newest project to partner with a local NGO in northern Pakistan to provide educational scholarships for females who especially want to use their education to improve the healthcare of their village communities. Here is Suleiman Malik's video.
Hi, my name is Suleiman Malik. I met David Weeks about 15 some years ago while he was working with Osiligi Foundation here in Maryland. Over the years, as we've met up, it has always been a pleasure to hear about his various ventures he has been involved with across the globe. I've always admired his time commitment and dedication, whether he be in Kenya, Ghana, or Haiti. So when recently he approached me to join him on a venture in Pakistan, I was thrilled and couldn't decline. We are now actively working in support of female empowerment and gender educational equity in Gilgit region of Pakistan. And that's how I've become part of Wings of Hope.
To more effectively and transparently attract funds from the global community to Wings of Hope, an intergenerational partnership has been established with Krish, Kunal, and their transparent team. Their social media and marketing expertise, coupled with their newly formed donor platform, will be a great fundraising assist for Wings of Hope. Here's Krish's presentation.
Hi everyone, how you doing? So yeah, like you mentioned, me and Kunal are building a donation platform where we enable donors to see every part of the campaign journey. So kind of the main goal with this is that once people donate, they're able to see the direct impact of their donation. And so just a little bit about me. Sorry, okay, yeah. So just a little bit about me. I met Kunal at Babson. So this is us pitching at a Babson pitch competition where we actually won a little bit of funding for this project. I'm also doing design engineering at Olin. I'm currently at LSE right now doing math and data. I met Mr. Weeks at Eliza's graduation party, my girlfriend, and so thank you guys for that introduction. But I initially helped him out with his first project in laying out the website. So I worked with my current students for my summer camp, and they all learned a lot through that. So that was a great project that formed our initial partnership. And so right now we've kind of transitioned that partnership into him being a part of our platform. So the Wings of Hope Global Cooperative has been gone through our process that we do with nonprofits, and we have their campaigns on our platform now. And what we're going to do now is facilitate regular updates with that. So once you guys donate through Transparent, you'll be able to see live statistical information, media, and just general financial updates as well after you donate. And also 100% of the donations through our platform go directly to his campaign, so we don't take any fee. So this is our team right now. It's pretty robust. We've built it up over the past year and a half now. So me and Kunal, the two co-founders, started this out, but we definitely owe it all to like our entire team. I don't want you guys to think that this is a solo thing. Like Kunal built this entire pitch deck as well. So, but yeah, we have some technology people, some outreach people, and a lot of people working on the product that you're gonna see after this. So the kind of inspiration for this project started out from my parents. So when they were donating back home to COVID, by the way, the left is New Delhi during COVID, where my parents are from, and then the right is Gujarat, where Kunal's parents are from. And we saw a lot of struggle there, and we also saw people who are in the US trying to donate back home to India, but there was a lack of connection with the donation, and also a lack of people wanting to see impact and what exactly happened with their money, especially since they're across the world. So that was kind of the initial inspiration for this project. And then after that, we just did a bunch of research. We surveyed over 200 donors, and we found the main cause that people did not want to, that prevented people from donating more, was actually they wanted to see exactly where the money went. So, and then the second reason was actually that they wanted to discover causes that were really aligned with their values, and also locations that they wanted to donate to. So we try to solve that problem with our platform. Some more research that we've done is that a lot of NGOs and current platforms are now rating people based on financials, but that really harms the NGOs that that are trying to grow and really build a bigger team, and that'll help them in the long term. So we try to stay away from just strictly financial rating and do more impact rating. And the other thing is that nonprofits in general just struggle with social media engagement. You guys know that when you go on social media, there's just a lot of random stuff that you'll see. And so a good cause that Mr. Weeks might post on Instagram is going to get flooded out by all the other memes and random videos that people are posting. So we kind of want to fix that problem by providing a platform where only good causes and things to do with nonprofits is going to be posted. Yeah, so the main problems that we are attacking are just one, a lack of trust in nonprofits, and research has shown that this has actually been declining over the past few years, especially with international organizations. And the second is just high abandonment, with donors really getting to the edge of donating, but not completing that transaction for one reason or another. And thirdly is just poor user engagement, not just on the websites, but also on social media as well, which is a big way that nonprofits can market themselves nowadays. And the way we're attacking those problems is through our transparency algorithm. So we have this AI algorithm that we are able to use to rank each nonprofit and determine their credibility. And then we have mandatory updates that we require nonprofits to show their impact after the donation happens. And third, we just show a lot of live media, exciting pictures to really get donors to be engaged with the process. I can see a picture of what the money I sent did. So we started this process with Wings of Hope, and the first step of our process is always a pre-audit. So we make sure that before any nonprofit even comes onto the platform, that they're 100% trustworthy. We do this through financial reviews and interviews with the team members and the beneficiaries. So wherever the money that Mr. Weeks is sending is going, we've interviewed those people as well. And we're going to continue to do that as new campaigns pop up. We make sure that the audit process is done super thoroughly. So we've also approved Mr. Weeks as a nonprofit. And some insights we pulled out of that were just that he has a really close collaboration with the government, so that every dollar that you donate kind of gets multiplied by the government. And secondly, that 100% of his funds go directly to the project. So every dollar you donate, whether it's through Transparent or through his website, is going 100% to the project. Mr. Weeks covers all the costs. So our second step is just launching the campaign. So right now, the link you'll see at the end, the campaign will be launched on our platform, and we're super excited to get started and get to raising funds for him. And then once you've donated, in the next few weeks, you'll see an update every single week. And we're working with people on the ground in Kenya to try to get you guys live updates based on what exactly happened with the money. So this is kind of what it might look like. You might see not just media, but also statistical updates that are going to be validated by us. So our next steps is we're going to continue this relationship with Mr. Weeks and Wings of Hope. Not only doing more updates on the Osiligi campaign and just trying to give you guys all the transparency we can on that, but also working with new campaigns that he has, such as the maternal hospital, which Kikanae will speak about next, the well in Guinea, his projects in Ghana and Myanmar, and we're going to do audits, thorough audits for each of these projects as well, which we'll release to you guys. And other than that, we're working with a few more nonprofits whose campaigns are going to be released within the next week or two. One is Awareness USA. They're based in Florida, but they work mainly in India. The other is the SGML Eye Hospital, also based in New Jersey, but working in India. They also run health camps around New Jersey. And then we also have a bunch of new features. Our team is working really hard to do these as well. So we have our AI transparency rating for nonprofits that's getting approved every day. And we're also going to have a downloadable app. So right now it's just web-based. So yeah, just thank you guys for joining us and listening to my part of the presentation. The QR code here leads to our platform. So I feel free to check that out. Diana will also send the links in the chat right now. And then, yeah, I would encourage you to also just text me email me, call me, whatever. I really want to hear everyone's feedback on our whole concept, our platform itself, everything like that. But thank you so much. I hope you donate through Transparent so you can see a really good impact on your donation. Thank you.
Hey, Krish, thanks so much for your presentation and the support that you're giving to Wings of Hope. I know that prospective funders are going to be very eager to see that the auditing process is done correctly, and so it means a lot to have you and the talent of your team on board to assist us.
Yeah,
I'd like to introduce now our Kenyan board member, Dr. Lynette Kandi. She was in Kenya recently, and so she hasn't given us a video, but I know she's very supportive of the work that I have been doing with Kikanae Punyua, with his Maasai community in Kenya. And she is certified here in the United States as well as in Kenya. So she's definitely has a good understanding of the cultural issues that are pertaining to healthcare in Kenya. So I just wanted to just show an image of her and let you know that she is on our board. And I would like to now introduce Kikanae Punyua, who will give us an idea of what is happening with his Maasai community.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Kikanae Punyua. I'm the founder of Osiligi Foundation, based in Kenya. I'm also an alumni of the University of Maryland, class of 2015, and an alumni of Glenelg Country School, class of 2011. I was a former student of David Weeks, and that is how this project began. Osiligi Foundation began in a classroom where we met with David Weeks, trying to think about solving the world problems. And for me, coming from Kenya, we had so many challenges. I had to step in and do this project with David Weeks, and Osiligi Foundation was born from his classroom. Let's go to the next one. So Osiligi Foundation mission, as you can see, we are working to solve the problem of healthcare in rural agricultural areas of Kenya, where I come from, in the Maasai community. And these areas are mostly have challenges of roads, poor facilities, or even lack of these facilities. And I began to work with David Weeks to try to solve this problem. And this is how Osiligi Foundation mission and vision began. And in 2017, we were able to open our first clinic, which is our Osiligi dispensary, medical dispensary. Go to the next slide.
Diana, there's an image of that. There you go.
Yeah, it just takes a second sometimes.
Yeah, sorry. So Osiligi dispensary, we opened this dispensary in 2017. This is a collaboration between the donors and the community and the local government. Basically, we are working with donors to raise funds to build this facility. And then the government comes in to work with us to staff the facility and put medicine and all the equipment that are necessary for a dispensary. In this village of Ole Punyua area, we have a catchment area of about 20,000 people. And these people never had access to any medical facility nearby. So this has improved the quality of their life. And the following, on the next slide, we will be able to see what our services that we offer in this clinic. Go to the next slide. Sorry. So Osiligi dispensary services, we offer maternal and pediatric care. And as a result of this service, that women are able to access professional nurses during birth. As a result of this, we have seen a decrease in mortality rate. And also, we also have programs that will take care of like prenatal and antenatal. This has also greatly improved the life of the people, mostly the women in that area. We also have health clinics. We provide free healthcare services, mostly including immunization, health, and education programs. Because of the government to come in, we have free immunization, and basically all the services in these clinics are free because we have a complete facility. We have a nurse and a doctor that is coming from the government and being paid by the government every month, and free medication also from the government. So this is how we are working together as these three groups of these different shareholders of these facilities, if I might say, because the community will come in directly. They are the direct beneficiaries of this clinic, and they're able to access the clinic nearby, and they're able to take care of the facility because they are the direct owners of these facilities. The government also on the other side will come in and give the medicine. We have a laboratory that people can get tested, and before they are being diagnosed with a particular disease, they're actually being able to see, they'll be able to see what kind of disease they're treating. And this has also been a big branch of this facility. Let's go to the next one. So dispensary health, we have daily records, monthly records that we keep, and for our own donor reports and for the government report, because the government also requires for us to have a monthly report so that they can assess how the facility is going. So at Osiligi Dispensary, we have monthly record of our patients, and in the year 2023, 2024, we had a highest number of about 1,500 patients. One of the highest month, we had about 1,500 patients a month. And this just show you how this clinic is actually very busy. And then also we have a number of, like in case of any complication, we have a referral hospital that is about 45 minutes away from the village, even though the roads are not as good, but we have a small ambulance kind of truck that get them to the nearby referral hospital just in case of any big emergency or complication. We also record birth record, like how many women come to the hospital and give birth. We have over 100 in the last few months. And also we record the number of women who are spending the night. In case of any complication, they are able to be taken care of overnight. So these are some of the record or our assessment, the impact that the clinic is able to bring to the village. And this actually give us a good sign of the importance of what is needed to add in the facility and what is it's not working, so that we can fix it. I think it is a good thing to report to the donors as well. Let's go to the next one. So we have another side of our facility. We have another complex that we built in from 2020 to 2023. And this facility will host a dentistry. And actually, we were able to receive funding for a dental chair recently that we are actually installing it currently. For this dentistry, we see that people are suffering with tooth decay, mostly both young and old. If you try to see the area, we have I think the water is very not filtered water, or it has a lot of chlorine or something. So most of the teeth around the village has some coloring on it, and that also contributes to tooth decay. In this facility also we'll have ophthalmology. We also facing a lot of vision loss in the village, mostly contributed with cataract and glaucoma, macular and vision loss for the older men and women in the village. And this facility will be able to treat such diseases if we because we are experiencing a lot in the village. And then this facility finally will have not really finally, but also will have a pharmacy. We'll have a big pharmacy that will have medicine, mostly from the government and from donors who will be coming in, so that we can have a good record of our medicine and what is being distributed to the patients around the clinic. Let's go to the next one. So in this facility also, we will have a modern and traditional Maasai medicinal laboratory, but the Maasai part of the herbal medicine will be outside. It will not be mixed with modern medicine, because we found out that the government or the professionals will not want to mix the modern medicine and traditional medicine. Just as a brief history, the Maasais tend to have their own natural herbs from the forest. And this is how this laboratory came about, because we found that these medicines are actually very effective and the local people embrace them. And they actually believe that if you take this medicine, it will actually heal them. And it is actually functioning. So we're in the early stages of that part of the lab, but this laboratory will be a unique one that will be just outside the facility. It will not be mixed with modern medicine, because that will be against some of I think the law in pharmacy. So this facility is complete. We are actually equipping it, and we are requesting for equipment funds to try to get all the different components of this facility together. We already have the dental chair, as I said. We are also right now we are in requesting for vision care equipment and also the laboratory equipment. So that is the stage we are right now in this facility. As a result, I think this will bring a big impact to the villages and the nearby communities, because this will extend to, if you look at dentistry, for example, we only have it at the referral hospital in Narok County. In a whole county of about 500,000 people, we only have one facility that is dentistry in the referral hospital. So this will be a big addition to the healthcare of the community. Let's go to the next one. So in 2025, we have a big vision to break ground for Osiligi Maternal Hospital. This hospital will support more complicated birth procedures, because as you saw at the dispensary, it is a small facility, but it's actually bringing in a lot of complications, and people are coming in for procedures, but it will not be able to, it's not holding up for complex birth procedures. So this new maternal hospital that will be breaking ground in 2025 will have a big impact in the healthcare of mothers and babies. So I just want Diana to play a short clip of how this facility, this hospital will look like.
As you can see, there are solar panels that are going to be on the top of that building for the electrical needs. Two buildings that are adjacent to it are the ones we built, and there's also a dormitory right behind those two adjacent buildings.
Yeah. So that is the big project that we are trying to do, and in collaboration we have Build Health International working with us on site to design and actually help us build this facility, since it is a big facility that will require a lot of money to do it. And in partnership also we brought in the Narok County government. In our last year meeting with David Weeks, we were able to meet with the governor of Narok County, and he promised to do half the cost of this project. And myself and David Weeks can engage the donors at the half of the project, which is it will cost us about $800 US. So the county government will provide 400,000 US dollars.
That's
and
800,000.
we can, yeah. So it will be a big project for us. And this will also bring a it will be a big beneficiary to the communities and the Narok County at large. So that's why we are bringing in the government to support us. For more information, you can look at Wings of Hope website for more details of how this project is going, and also our website, Osiligi Hope Foundation website. So let's go to the next one. So in 2025, we also have a big medical mission that we want to do with all the health professionals to come into our clinic. I think we also have the dates, June 17th to 30th. I think it will be a wonderful time to come and see the work that we're able to do and the impact that these projects are bringing to the community. I think it will be helpful to have professionals also to come and guide us on how to improve our facility to be able to benefit the local community as well as the Narok community at large. In the example of this picture, we have our friend Tayo, who was a pharmacy, and he was able to come in with David Weeks in 2017, 18. And he was a big help to the community for that short time that he was there. So just to let you all know that David Weeks have been a mentor and a teacher. He's been coming to Kenya since 2011. Every year, except the COVID year, that was the only year that he didn't make it. And he's been a mentor and a partner, and also a son of our village and family here in Kenya. So I just want to welcome everybody to come in. It is safe in Kenya. It is wonderful. We will have a safari. You will be able to experience a different culture in a different lens. So I just want to welcome everybody who will be willing to come and be of help to this community. Thank you so much for having us. Let's go to the next slide, final slide. Yeah, so that is David in the last slide, and Eunice, who is our facility caretaker. So she cleans and makes sure the facility is clean, and her baby. And then also we have Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a traditional herbalist who takes care of patients in a different setting, in mostly the Maasai traditional herbs. So he goes to the forest and get all this medicine. And we want to collaborate with him also, that we can bring as many people on board as possible. And this Maasai herbal medicine are actually working. So it will be wonderful to have some experts to come in and maybe take to the laboratories and test them. It will be of great help to the community and all of us in this side of the world. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Diana, for hosting this. Thank you, David, for putting all this together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kikanae. And it's really great that you mentioned Jeremiah, because Jeremiah will be with us at the medical mission trip that we have planned for next June. And it will allow us to be able to learn a little bit more about how the medicinal remedies of the Maasai complement the medicine that is provided from the Western world. So to effectively launch this Osiligi Maternal Hospital to funders, as Kikanae pointed out, Wings of Hope has contracted with the nonprofit Build Health International to bring, and I brought 2 deliverables to the local government officials in Kenya last July. BHI provided that virtual aerial tour that we had seen, and then a PowerPoint presentation of the maternal hospital, which is also on the Kenyan site of the web, in the Kenyan component of the website. And it has helped us to look at the vision for the future development of this community center site. So the healthcare-oriented design and build nonprofit has consultants in Nairobi, and has also used its resources to construct hospitals in different countries in Africa. So this Build Health International has become a valued partner to the Wings of Hope. And as you can see on the we'll put it in the chat, the website. Take a look at it, and you'll be able to see how valuable it will be in the work that it can do to support our effort to put together this maternal hospital. So as Gakani pointed out, prior to the construction of the Sigley Maternal Hospital, Wings of Hope developed this second facility housing this dentist office, vision office, and a pharmacy. We do want to make it fully operational and sustainable with the hiring of professionals by the local Narok Health Department prior to the medical mission trip that's going to happen in the last 2 weeks of June of next year. This and as Kakani pointed out, we've already purchased the dentist office equipment, but we have an urgent need to improve the electrical capacity of that building and also to complete the vision equipment needs for an ophthalmologist. We want very much to also continue on with our funding request for pharmaceutical goods that can be added to that facility in a pharmacy. So in addition to all of that, we are going to be working on the site planning phase of the Osiligi Maternal Hospital. That can be found in the also on the Kenya component of the website. So in addition to the urgent requests that are associated with the healthcare needs of the Maasai in Kenya, I invite you, your in-kind and financial support, as well as your professional expertise for any of the country project needs as described in each of the country components of the Wings of Hope website. All of that can be found, as you can see on the screen here, at the bottom of the home page by just clicking into learn more for each of those countries. You'll be able to determine what kind of needs are presently there for them. So for those of you that are interested in supporting the healthcare needs of the Maasai, please join us in this Wings of Hope medical mission trip that's going to be planned from the 17th to the 30th of June. It'll be a great exposure to the unique Maasai culture and the beauty of Africa as we can experience on safari. I want to just simply say in closing, before our questions come to us, that, the resources give lift is the slogan that is for Wings of Hope. And I invite you all to leave a valuable legacy by joining me and giving lift to those in need in our world community. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to having some of you join us on the safari that's coming up in June of 2025.
So we're ready for the Q&A period, and so we'll field as many questions as we can in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Well, I have a question for Krish. Krish, how do you manage all these people all over the world, and how do you get things done with people living in so many different places? And obviously technology helps tremendously, but how do you build your team, and how sustainable is it going forward?
Yeah, so I think is there an echo? No. Yeah, I think the main thing that drives our team together is just we all care about the same mission. We all want to help just the world and nonprofits in general. So I think that's a big part of it. I've never really had to motivate people or my teammates to work. It's more so everyone just really wants to see this thing come to fruition. Yeah, we met Henry and Ranveer actually at a Harvard program this summer. We were in we participated in a classroom environment where we kind of provided the instruction to students on entrepreneurship, and students worked with us. So that's how we met two of them, and then the other people we just met through connections, just people reaching out to us who wanted to help out with the project. So it's been great. I think I really attribute a lot to it, to just the team being so strong and mission oriented. Thank you for that question.
Sure. One subject that came up for all three of you, and the question goes to all three of you, is the government. Dealing with the government. What are the challenges? How do you overcome those challenges? How does that work? And how do you maintain sustainability over years when government changes over time?
Yeah, let me jump in first, and then Kikanae, I definitely want you to, because of the political situation in Kenya, it can definitely change. And so, especially at the upper levels. But I will simply say that at the beginning, we've established the two facilities for the Maasai that are presently constructed, that are now publicly owned by the people that are a part of that community, as well as the local government that is servicing them. So we do not, the Wings of Hope does not have an ownership over those particular buildings. We do have an interest, of course, with our donors, but I think having the local government be involved in the funding and the support of the staff for those facilities, and making healthcare be more accessible to the people in the rural areas. They've been very supportive of what we've been doing, especially at the local level. Now, as far as Kikanae pointed out, with the governor offering to give us, half the construction costs of the hospital, which is a handsome amount of about $400,000. We continually work with him, but I think one of the things that's important is that he sees that we are very serious in what we're trying to do, and we are doing our part to fulfill the needs, the fundraising needs for that particular project. So Kikanae, speak a little bit more about that, if you will.
Yeah. So what we do is, I realized earlier on when we were building these facilities, that our first facility is that we cannot sustain because our donations are not coming in as often. So I brought in the local community leaders and the local government, and we have an MOU. We actually write an MOU all together and we hand over to the government. So basically, when we finish a facility, we have to agree with the government that they will equip, they will have their nurses and doctors or professionals coming in, and the government will take care of all those. So with this MOU, every government that will come in, we have this continuity of everything, because we have a record that this facility is actually owned by the community and the county government, which will bring us to the point of sustainability, because now we don't have to care much about medicine and the professionals that will be working at the facilities. Our side will be completing the facility and then handing over to the county government, but we're still working in collaboration to make sure that everything in these facilities are taken care of.
Marianne, you're muted.
Yeah, I know. David, you and I started talking about your projects in Africa and Haiti about a decade ago. And I think it's absolutely remarkable what you and your students have done. And I'd just like to make a comment about that, because I think about the great big NGOs that do work all over the world and kind of do cookie cutter, they have the same thing that they do all over the place. And what I think is extraordinary about you and your students, so you started this out with your students at a small school, and grew this, and each country and each community with which you're working, it is collaborative. The people who are going to receive the impact and the good work are helping from the get-go to make a difference with this. And I think it's an extraordinary model that all of you here have created. I'm very, very proud that ClassACT has been able to be assistive of this. But I also just think that as those of us who are on the call who think about these things move forward, let's remember and pay attention to not only Wings of Hope and the organizations within Wings of Hope, but also looking at other smaller nonprofits around the world that are doing this kind of collaborative work and are really paying attention to what is going on in the community, whether it's, you know, abroad or in the United States. So I just simply wanted to give my deep respect and gratitude to all of you who are doing this wonderful work. I think it's so inspiring.
Thank you, Marion, very much. I really appreciate, you know, the endorsement that, you know, ClassACT has given over the years to the projects that we've done. And it's wonderful to be able to showcase it with this webinar right now.
I have one last question because we're about to close. David, could you talk more about the medical safari mission? Some details of what people can expect. Do you have to be a healthcare professional to go on it? How do they sign up? How do they get in touch with you? Just some of the details, because I think I would imagine a few people on the call are intrigued by it.
Yes, absolutely. So all the details are on the website. So go to the home page on the website, and then where it says to learn more, you will be able to not only if you scroll down all the way, you will see at the bottom the itinerary of what we'll be accomplishing. We're going to be going on safari to the Masai Mara Park. We'll also be going to Naivasha and see some of the natural wonders that are in that particular area. There's a hot springs and geyser there, and as well as being able to just enjoy the hospitality of the Maasai people. I will say that anybody interested in healthcare, and you do not have to be a professional. You don't need to be an ophthalmologist, dentist, or a pharmacist to participate in it. Although we definitely would like to have individuals that have that professional expertise. But we do need others that are going to just assist us in the healthcare that we're going to be providing to the Maasai people. So please sign up and be a part of that. I think it will be a really memorable experience, and we'll be on the ground with Maasai people who will be guiding us through the Masai Mara Park, as well as being there in attendance with us through the health department, and also with Kikane's family and others that in his community that will support us. And finally, if you're interested in looking at hybrid medicinal remedies, you know, those that are traditional, as well as how a community uses the Western medicine, this will also be a great opportunity for you to learn as well.
Terrific. Thank you, David, Kikane, and Krish. If you have any ideas for topics helpful to nonprofit organizations or for future webinars, or would like to volunteer to be a presenter or suggest a presenter, please email us at ClassACT HR73@gmail.com. We would love to partner with other ClassACTs from other classes and alumni. Thank you so much, and for joining us. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.